My name is Jo and I'm a brand ambassador for Redesign with Prima. I'm very excited about today's video because it is a new release from Redesign with Prima, and the transfer that I will be working on with today is absolutely gorgeous. The reason being, yellow is my favorite color, and this transfer is all about yellow florals. So you will see in detail what I'm talking about as we progress in this video. So I just want to take you through what I will be going to do in today's video. So I will be working on a gorgeous vintage dresser, and I will take you along the prep process. Painting part, I've done some stripes in that, so we'll be creating beautiful stripes, putting on the transfer, showing you the technique. So we'll talk about all of it as we proceed in this video. So hang in tight and let's begin.
So here is the piece I'm talking about. Today we'll be working on this beautiful oak dresser. You can see it has a dark rich stain with a lot of scratches, a lot of marks here and there, but I fell in love with the hardware that has on it. It's beautiful, so I plan to use this hardware as is on the refinished piece. So for now I'll just take them out and keep it aside. So after removing the hardware, we have this dresser here. So my most important step is sanding. I always sand down my pieces. I don't always prime it because I do the sanding part very religiously, and that is very important for the paint to adhere. So I'm sanding this piece down with a 220 grit. So I use two sanders for the trim. I use for surf prep sander, and the top I use the fast tool. I used 150 grit, then 220, 320, 600, and 800. So that's the number of grits I used on the top of this dresser because I wanted a very smooth, nice oak wood on the top to do the wash. Now when it comes to cleaning down the pieces, I use Kirkland baby wipes. They are alcohol free, they are very natural, so I like using them on my furniture to wipe them clean. I don't use a lot of chemicals on my pieces, and this is just perfect. So I just wipe off all the dust nicely with those wipes and make it ready for painting. After wiping the top, I decided to do some paint wash. In Fusion paint, I added water and made a runny solution like this. It's very flowy, and I just pour the whole liquid, the solution, onto the top, and with the wet wipe I just spread it across the top, and I kept on doing that until it covered the wood grain completely. I changed the wipe and did it for the second time, and after that I wiped it clean using a paper towel. You can also use a lint-free wrap to wipe off the extra paint that you may see on it, and then just let it dry for 24 hours. Now comes the painting part. So I picked this color from Fusion as the base coat, and I did one coat of this color on the entire piece. So once this coat was on, I went with green because I wanted the layering of green underneath it, because this transfer has a lot of greens in it as well. So when I want to sand it, I wanted the green to peek through, and then I went again with a neutral color. So there are 3 layers underlying which will be visible later on. So stay tuned for that. Now, creating the stripes, I use this Scotch tape, which is 2 inches wide, and I randomly put it on the front of the dresser to create the stripes. For creating two-dimensional stripes, I picked another color. All the colors are in products are listed in the description, so you can order from there. And I painted it using Reroller from Redesign with Prima. So we had two colors, two variations on the stripes, and that's what I wanted, like a neutral background for this transfer. And removing the tip off, you can see how gorgeous these stripe looks, but they are um, you know really prominent. So what I decided is sanding it off. So I used 320 grit with my surfprep sander, and I went over on the entire piece, sanding the edges really well, and you can see the green peeking through. And then I went over the drawer, and you can see how beautifully the underlying layers show through while distressing the stripes, giving them like a faded stripe kind of a look. And that's what I like to do for the background of this transfer. Now comes the most exciting part. This transfer is Sunlit Serenade. It's the newest transfer from Redesign with Prima. It comes in 4 sheet, and as I said, it has beautiful yellow florals with greens and hints of orange here and there. Canvas is ready, so let's pull those drawers out. You can see the size of the drawers is really long. So sitting in front of this dresser and applying this transfer would have been very difficult because I had to fit the transfer on this dresser. So I pulled the drawers out, and now I am going to align all the sheets, cut them out, so to make sure the transfer sits exactly on the drawers and doesn't fall short on the piece. So one by one I cut the sheets, and I rubbed it with the transfer tool that you get in the every packet, every tube, and I applied each single sheet onto the 3 large drawers and 3 small drawers. I used a crafts knife from Redesign with Prima and scissors to cut it out. I also cut out a few bees here and there because I wanted to use them elsewhere and not, hanging there in between the drawers. I would I would have not feel happy if I would have done that. So I cut those bees out, and once the transfer was on, I just put them here and there, and I put the hardware back, sealed in Fusion top coat, and this is the final look. I love it, and I'm sure you enjoyed the entire process of this makeover and love this dresser as much as I can. All the products are listed below, and you can order from there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. this dresser makeover. See you next time.